Hey guys, just gonna go over an infusion set change that I go through at least every 3 days. I can tell that my uh, infusion set site has had enough. My blood sugar keeps um, is high, and it won't go down. So that tells me it's time to make a change, even though it hasn't quite been 3 days. So I'm going to remove that the old one, and I'll put a new one on so you can see what that is all about. So I have it in my stomach right now. So this is the infusion site, and it just leads to my insulin pump. So first thing I do is I just take this old one off, and I remove it from my pump, and then I do the settings on my pump to do a reservoir setup. It's confirming that it's disconnected from my body so that it will rewind. Then it'll rewind this piece right here. It rewinds that so that it starts fresh and will slowly work its way up through my basal and any bolus that I offer. So I will let that go and rewind, and then I will get ready. I use Medtronic insulin pump, so I use the Silhouette infusion set. So I typically will open that up first and take that out and get that set. I use it's just an antiseptic wipe to make sure that we're nice and clean, and the oils on my skin are gone so that it'll stick. So I'm gonna put this one in my stomach again, so I just wipe it on my stomach. Helps remove the oils. I wipe it a couple times, and then I usually fan it a little bit to dry it. Otherwise it won't stick very well. So that leaves it a little tacky too, because I use an IV prep type wipe. So it leaves it a little tacky. I take this infusion piece. It has a needle on it, a hard needle that's surrounded by a little plastic tube. I will inject that in, and then I'll pull the metal piece out. So I use this little injector. I fold this piece back. I pull off the little protector. I fold this back a little bit so that it doesn't fold. Then I will hold it here, press the button. Oh, that one didn't go in very clean, so I'll just press a little harder to get a little deeper. It was a little shallow, didn't go in very deep. Pull off the other pad, and then it'll stick. Feels pretty good. Then I hold it and I pull the metal needle off, so you can see that needle that was pulled out, and we'll discard that. Next I will, these are the reservoirs. So I'll open up this reservoir. This is what the insulin goes in. So I'll fill this with insulin. I just use a Humalog. This is a new bottle. Pop the cap off. I usually just wipe it just to be sure, just to make sure that it's clean. It's a little, I didn't have it out of the fridge long enough, so it's a little cold yet, so I'll just hold it in my hand and I'll warm it up a little bit. For some reason, when it's too cold, you can get air bubbles in there, so I just try to get it a little bit warmer. I'll usually set it out in advance, but I wasn't planning ahead very well. So just take that reservoir, pop it on there, push air in, draw back. This is a 1.8 milliliter. I just fill it all the way up, as I don't know what the next 3 days will bring. Tap it, get the air out, and then I just push, get the air through. Then I disconnect that, I can connect it to the tubing, take off the plunger, take off the pieces that hold the tubing from getting all messed up. Then it's got this little cap on it. I just pull this cap off. That's what will soon hook to me, but I will insert it in my insulin pump, twist it on, then the rewind was complete. Now I'm going to fill the tubing. So I have to hold it, and it's gonna beep. So I try to hold it up in case there was any air bubbles left, and I get the air bubbles down the tube. So now it's just pushing that plunger of the insulin pump up, and it's pushing, you can see there's air bubble, there's insulin coming out the top. You can see just little pieces on there. So that tells me it's good. Then I will click it into my site here. Everything looks good. And then I do a, it's a little fill cannula, and it'll push insulin so that because that cannula is inside, but it needs to fill